stop talking about the tunes. Don't stop talking about the tunes. We will be here talking about the tunes, talking the tunes with these few goons. Ooh, talking the tunes.
Welcome
to
Talking
Tunes with these few goons. I'm Matthew Grant.
I'm Alex
I'm
Grant.
Vanessa St. Yeah, and I'm Vanessa St. Clair. And we are the Few Goons. And we're very excited to be here this month at Arcade Comedy Theater.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just three friends learning more about music and possibly ourselves, probably not. And we're doing it one album at a time. This month we have drum roll. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. I'm going to give you things you could probably read on Wikipedia. First, Rumors is the 8th studio album from British-American band Fleetwood Mac. The release date is February 4th, 1977 from Warner Brothers Records and was produced by Ken Kayet, Richard Dashut, and sold over 40 million copies around the world. One album of the year, and not one, but like one, as in an award. And it won the Album of the Year Grammy in 1978. The band wanted to expand on the commercial success of their previous album from 1975, but struggled with their relationship and all their breakups within and outside of the band before starting the recording. The studio sessions were marked with hedonism and strife among band members that shaped the album's lyrics. That's right, they do. In fact, I have a lot of notes about it. Okay, so as we know, I picked this album, you guys. I picked this album because, well, I feel like it's gaining a lot of popularity in recent months, the past year. Like, I don't know, we're repeating ourselves. People are rioting in the streets. They're going broadless. Roller skating's a thing. And Fleetwood Mac is at the top of the charts. Like, let's bring it back. I just thought we'd talk about it because it's on, like, public mind. I mean, I've always loved these songs, but I'm glad that there's, like, an appreciation for it again among the Gen Z crowd. So,
Yeah, I mean, these songs have always been around. You know, I don't know anybody that hasn't heard at least two songs off this album, you know, and it certainly has that kind of long-lasting appeal. The album as a whole, it's interesting to talk about, but I am excited to talk about it.
Yeah.
So, before we get
from you, Alex.
Oh no! I'm like an audience member. I'm just admiring what you two are saying. But no, this is it's beautiful, but it's very interesting to like, because out of the three of us, I'm the least familiar with this album. Like, of course, I heard these songs on the radio growing up. Like Matt said, like you at least know one or two songs from this album. So I've heard like "Go Your Own Way" or "Dreams" growing up, but like I didn't like grow up like admiring this album. I like it's like another thing that people say, like growing up, like their parents had the vinyl of it.
Yeah.
No, but just I just knew of the songs and kind of knew the band because like people I went to high school with would go see them live. Like this is like one of those albums that like a lot of people like, because I remember like growing up, like classic rock made a comeback because everyone just listened to what their parents listened to, and this is one of the albums that a lot of people like listened to. So yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. This is going to be an interesting conversation.
Before we get
okay.
But before we get into the album,
say what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I want to. We're doing this show to raise money for the Arcade Comedy Theater. So right here on the screen here, they'll show you a link that you can go to where you can donate money to the arcade. it's a beautiful, wonderful place where, you know, creative people get to go and just like, you know, and friendships have been made there. It's just a wonderful place. And obviously,
but also but also you can be entertained. I feel like that's the pinnacle of it. You know? We're not just like shooting the we are shooting the
Fleetwood Mac.
But like maybe you know, other people do things that are probably more entertaining than this, but that's okay. I mean, you know, donate your money so that way more people can shoot
Rumors
and entertain you.
That's what put in the work to entertain you, the people of Pittsburgh.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
And now beyond.
Now let's get started, shall we?
To the album.
I like that movement.
Let's
get started.
Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start with the first song on the album, which is called "Secondhand News." Why you would put second in the first name of the song feels confusing to me. No, that's not a critique. That's just okay. That really didn't land. Cool, love that for me.
It's a thinker. I'll think about it later.
Yeah. It's okay. I don't hate you tonight. No, but you know what's funny is like I was kind of familiar with this song, but not as much as I had heard other songs. This is definitely not my favorite song on the album. Like this is, I mean, it's kind of like a good lead in. But it doesn't really. I don't know. I think that they could have definitely done like Gold Dust Woman, but then again, that also would have been like that was a great ending. But I think it would have been like a stellar opening song. I just feel like this song was like the least good. And then they
cuts even more than like it's bad. Like to tell someone like, wow, that song you wrote probably was the least good.
It's not. Here's the thing. I really love this album, and but there are songs. All of them are stellar. But some of them are just so amazing that they eclipse the other songs, right? So the crazy thing is that like even the ones that I'm not a huge fan of are still amazing. But this one, it seems like they couldn't find a place to put it, so they said, "Oh, it has a nice beat. We'll put it first. Like it'll be a nice intro."
No.
But
I definitely see what you mean because I'm a sucker for a great intro and a great outro to an album. Yeah, like I love to like point that stuff out. It definitely doesn't have like a lead track feel.
No.
This is okay. Listening to this album, you two know more about the history of Fleetwood Mac than definitely I do. But like listening to, I have so many opinions about Lindsey Buckingham just based off this listen. But like listening to this.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean based off this?
We'll get into Lindsey Buckingham.
Yeah. I mean, there's other tracks where I'll really lay into Lindsey. And Lindsey, I'm coming for you. All right. You can't escape my wrath. Watch out. Yeah.
The Few Goons are coming for you.
Oh no. But it's okay. This is like, here's my opinion. I'm really trying to wrap my brain around this. It's just okay. That's going to be a big theme for me during this whole album. It's all right. And it's like a thing I've noticed because I remember years ago, I listened to Tusk, the album that came out after this one. And there's like a certain like musical, I really wish I took a music theory class. There's like a certain way that they play on this song that was kind of big, that they kind of transferred over to Tusk. I don't know what it is, like mix like minimal like drum beat with like just some like weird strumming from Lindsey. I noticed that a lot on like Tusk. And like, this is just okay. This is just like an okay song. And Lindsey, he's a great songwriter, but like, I don't know what it is just for me. And he was like, we talked about like, they're just trying to make a pop album. Just like a pop rock album. And I'm just like, I just can't like really like get into it.
Cool.
It's you know what my favorite thing is that we're like, let's take one of the biggest albums of all time, one album of the year, super important to rock and roll, first song out of the gate. you know what? This sucks. This sucks so much.
Listen,
we really hate it.
That's good. We're being honest. We can't. Let's not sniff its throne.
hold on, guys.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. This song doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the song should have even been on the album.
Ooh.
Let alone.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It seems like they needed an extra track. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like this song, and I'll tell you guys later the song that I think should have opened the album, but I think that this
Ooh.
song, I mean, there's nothing technically wrong with it. It's just like kind of like there, and like I did get so. I did get a little.
These are so mean. These are so
Good.
mean.
Well, here's the thing. I got a little kick out of it when I was younger and I first heard this song.
That is a big burn when you just tell somebody like, you're just there. You're not doing anything. You're just there.
But I got a little kick out of myself because I remembered when I first thought this song sounded like when he sings the lyric, "Won't you lay me down into your breast and let me do my stuff?" I legit thought for the longest time that he said, "Lay me down into your toe bread and let me do my stunt." That's what I thought the lyric was for years.
Were you 7? Were you
Yeah.
7 years old when you came up with that?
Yes.
How old were or if you were like 25, I would be really upset. If
Well-
you were like, I am a grown adult and he said, put me down in your toe bread and I'm gonna do my stunt. Like if you like
I've never
if you
heard
were
of toe
paying-
bread.
if you were paying taxes and you thought that was the lyric, then we have a bigger issue, Matthew.
Listen.
Because
Listen, I sort of
Let me lay you down in toe bread.
bread.
there was a lot of drugs involved in the 70s. So,
Cocaine
Oh,
was
I
a
thought you were
big.
gonna say
Cocaine was a big.
so I
one
thought
for
that
the
maybe
Spanish.
that had something to do with it. Also, the bow wow wow parts were stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I went on Genius.
Bow bow
I
bow
went-
bow bow bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bow bow.
All right. I went on Genius, the lyric site, and they actually do like write out the whole chorus, like every like single bow 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 dee da da bow 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 bow, just so if you get confused. Yeah.
Oh my
I guess
God.
it's like a catchy thing to sing with like the melody of the song, but it's just I don't know.
No, I get it, but like my favorite part is that there's like some trying. It's not like a harmonizing moment, but like my favorite part was at the end of each section of Bow Bows when he's like bow bow bow. Like that's my favorite part because it sounds like he's trying to do like some sort of like I'm elevating this music by adding like a melody into the bow 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 bow. Like it kills me every time I hear it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And like it's a very poppy sound, but like anyone knows like this is an
you
album.
can do better.
Yeah, you can do better, Lindsay. But this whole album is about. Oh my God, I'm burping. This whole album is about like what.
Alex, that sounds like a tune, you goon.
Like a tune, you goon.
I'm burping. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a tune.
What's this sound coming out of my mouth? It's a burp, you jerk. A burp, you jerk. Oh, baby. It's a burp. I ate too much food last night. I went outside and got in a fight. And then I
Rumors.
burp. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I effing burp. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that was actually like really good.
Thank you.
That was really good. Like
Alex,
added some plot to it. It felt very ballady. What is Chris Christopherson gonna sing this? I don't know. It feels very
My favorite part of Secondhand News is the end of the song.
Oh, on that note, let's go to our next song, Dreams. Skateboard. Okay.
Okay.
My favorite song on the album, by the way. My favorite song. That was so good.
So good. I think
we all should have had
we all
skateboards.
should have skateboards. We should all be outside right now.
Right.
We should all like not. I don't know.
Well,
what
you would
we're
have the
doing here.
perfect
We
weather
should
for
pour
it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys have snow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ooh. But Vanessa, you start because this is your pick. What do you think of Dreams? What's the VC take?
The VC.
I forgot the S, but
It's okay.
VSC. The VSC take.
It's okay. I was like, it's my last name.
I can already see the comments.
No,
That's
I'm
stupid.
not bad. No, my last name is really dumb. But anyway, that's not
No,
the
it's not.
okay.
It's a great name.
No, it is. It's a great name, but it's very confusing on government documents. So like I get your confusion. Okay, so dreams. It just like the way it starts. I mean, I can see why it's sort of gained this cult popularity, like even back then, but now today, like every part of it is just I'm thinking of the melody in my head, but then it makes me not speak because you're so into it. I mean, I don't partake in Satan's lettuce, but I would for this song. Like I would totally if Stevie Nicks like offered me a doobie, I would take it. Like how could you turn it down, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, but
Yeah.
I just feel like this song just starts off so cool. The beginning is my favorite part, and then it progressively gets better. I don't know. I don't have anything poignant to say about it.
Yeah,
it's just a banger.
It's a killer groove,
awesome.
really.
Yeah.
And she wrote it in 10 minutes, I heard. Like she was just hanging out in the studio. She was really bored. Just because like making an album, there's a lot of waiting around. It's like making a movie, kind of. You just like sit around So like she was really bored. So she like went, I forget the name of the studio they were recording it in, but like she was like, is there like what's it called?
Down City Studios.
Down City Studios.
He went into another recording studio and
like where like Sly Stone was like also recording an album.
Right.
And she was just sitting at the piano and then she was like, oh, I actually wrote this song, and she played it for them solely on piano. And they were like, okay, that's going on the album.
Yeah.
Like, and it is such a cool, also like breakup song. Just like, yeah, I just really dig.
I know.
Yeah, I just really dig the groove on it. It's really cool, and I don't know. It's my favorite song. I was vibing with it very well.
Yeah, Alex, the song is like a total vibe. Like, it's like I know the lyric has the lyrics thunder only happens when it's raining, but like this song sounds like rain at night in a way, but it's also like really sensual and like there's something like really kind of alluring and mysterious and witchy about it.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah.
There's not really a lot of songs like it. And actually this was their only #1 hit. And
wow.
And it's just and then like obviously in 2020 it like became popular again because of the silly meme that involves cranberry juice. But like it is a timeless classic song on an album that's filled with timeless classic songs, and this one is probably it's the most quintessential Stevie Nicks song. Like if I was trying to explain
do you think more than Edge of 17?
Yeah. I love that song too.
Whoa.
But like I think this song like kind of presents her aesthetic best, if that makes sense. You know. I gotta talk about John McVie. John McVie's bass playing. His bass playing on this song is incredible. It's so like simple, but it really like kind of brings a weight to the song. And that touch of organ in the chorus, mwah!
This is actually iconic.
Yeah, it's actually
that's
great
part of the
song.
reason why I picked it. Yeah, it's so good.
Let's go to the next track.
Never Going Back Again.
Soul.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. No, you guys talk first because I need to like organize myself or else I'm gonna freak. But like, I love this song. Okay.
Oh
so
wow.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Alex.
This song has great guitar playing, great finger picking from Mr. Buckingham. And from what I've heard, like they switched the strings or changed the strings on his guitar like between every take.
Every 20 minutes they change the strings.
Yeah, and like even the engineer said like, "There's my ride." So I
Every
had to do
20
it.
minutes. Hold on. Every 20 minutes they had to change the strings.
And like the engineer even like said like, "Oh, I could tell like the guys who were doing that were so pissed because it's not easy to do that every 20 minutes."
Right.
Yeah.
But he just wanted to have like the best sound, like a fresh sound or whatever he was describing it as. And it's really good. It's really impressive finger picking. But again, this is another one of those times where it's just like,
Wait. One of the best guitar players of all time. I mean, it's pretty impressive finger picking. Like,
well, that's what he's doing. He's finger picking.
It is, but it sounds like you're describing someone like picking like apples, like they, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty impressive finger picking. Like,
you think when you were saying that, I thought you were laughing at like, you think Lindsay was doing that finger picking?
Oh, you're gross. Get out of here, Matt.
Ew.
Gross.
Grow up, Matt.
Get out of here.
They were all broken
No,
up.
ew.
No. Yeah.
I know.
Ew.
This song is about,
Ew.
isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's about Lindsey Buckingham, like his first relationship after Stevie, and it doesn't go well.
I think.
I don't know. It might have been about. Did they exclusively say it wasn't about Stevie? Because
No, he said in an interview later that he was seeing somebody, and he sort of wrote the song from the perspective of like, "Ha! I found someone new. I'm never going back to you again, Stevie." And like so.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's like it's kind of like assholey. Like you don't know what it means to win. Like it's kind of like, "Ha ha! I found someone and you didn't." Whatever.
Oh no!
And
now I'm like, you guys are making me hate on this now.
Yeah,
but I really
yeah.
like the song.
You know, you're living a healthy life when you're competing with your ex-girlfriend, going like, "Hey, I'm
Fleetwood Mac.
someone else now." Suck on that.
But
Yeah,
Alex, I agree with you. The guitar playing on this song is
it's incredible. It's great guitar playing that he does. He picks the strings with his fingers in a great way. I thought finger picking was a great way to describe it, people.
Finger picking is a lovely way to describe it. I am upset that I laughed with Matt because of why he was laughing. So now I rescind my laughter because I do agree that finger picking was a solid choice of words.
Maybe he did pick apples in his free time. He had a lot of. He wasn't going out with anybody. Maybe he like. He's he just walked to a garden and picked apples off a tree. You're like,
what's
I should
weird
do this with
to
my
me
guitar.
What's weird about this song to me is like, you know, I've been down one time, been down two times, I'm never going back again. I honestly didn't think that. I thought he was saying like, I'm not going back with you, but I didn't know it was about someone else. I thought it was like, I thought he was saying we've been down this road. We were on again, off again. Now we're on again. Okay, now we're off. This is oh my God, what's the Taylor Swift song? Like, I'm never ever going back.
We are never getting back.
Like it was like that. Yeah, you know, like yes, that would be it. That would be it. I think that's sort of what this was. I didn't realize that it was like, look at my new toy.
Toy. But what did you like before we talked? Because you really like this song. What did you like about it?
Vanessa, that sounds like a tune you can.
No.
That sounds like a tune.
You went down and let me go. Do. Made me see. I hate
You're
this
singing the song. You did what Matt did in the last episode.
You yelled at me.
Yeah.
Just
sing the original song.
Okay.
Sing the original.
Okay. Point. fish. He is named a boy fish, but even though he lives in a pond, he wears sweaters and goes to bedders, but never eats his food. He is a boy and a koi, and sometimes I call him poi.
Yeah.
I call him poi.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That was better than Secondhand News.
Yeah, that should have
Yeah.
been on the album. But like before we talked, you're like, "Oh my god, I love this song." What about this song did you love?
Okay, it's the melody. It's not necessarily the lyrics, but I do like how simple it is. I like that the focus is on the music itself. I think that the music is really stellar here. And other than the meaning of it, I just like I don't know. You know what's funny? No part of me is very folksy, but this makes me feel like I can be folksy. Like I think that when I listen to this song, I feel like I could play a banjo. I don't know. I go, maybe I am country. Like not country, but you know, like maybe I can wear boots. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a stiletto wearing, city walking, you know, hardcore biatch. You know what I mean? Like
You're a
I'm very
city
much
gal.
like briefcase.
You're a city person.
Yeah, but this song makes me feel like I could like interact with dirt. You know, that's what this song makes me feel like.
Oh, nice.
I don't interact with like
Talk to a pile
dirt
of
on a daily.
dirt.
not like I'm not. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like tactilely interact with dirt. Like I could plant a thing.
Okay. I'm like the way you
know what
said
I
it.
mean?
It sounds like having a conversation with just a mountain of dirt.
No. I'm saying like I could you know, I could plant a seed in the ground and grow something, or even like operate a motored vehicle in that's not on a paved road. Like that's sort of the vibe that this song just makes me feel that way. I really like it. I don't know, and it's upbeat. I just love it.
I do. It's 2 minutes 14 seconds. So like, and
We've spent 11 minutes talking on it. No.
But like, it doesn't overstay its welcome, because it can get kind of like right when it gets to the point where it's starting to sound repetitive is when it ends. And I also really love the little touch of the humming that the rest of the band does, like,
Oh yeah.
which it was very lovely in that. So yeah, I like this song too. But let's go to the next one.
Yeah, let's go on.
Don't
Let's see,
stop.
what's the next one?
Don't Stop.
Oh, I love this song too. Okay. Was this the one that was in oh wait, no. Okay, I swear to God, once we hit this point in the album, I'm like, is every single one of these songs on the Forrest Gump soundtrack? But like that's how I remember this song, because I like heard it first in Forrest Gump when I was a kid or something. But I just love this song. Like I don't know. It's just like, don't stop thinking about tomorrow. And you know what though? This is like the I would say the only like dance song on this. Like I feel like I could dance to it, and it wouldn't.
I disagree, but
okay. Wait,
there's a couple other.
Vanessa, go on.
Oh, you're saying that? Okay, are you saying like you wouldn't dance to any song on this album, or are you saying that there are other songs you could dance to?
Oh, there's other songs I can dance to on this album.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. This just feels like I feel like it could be like a fun like day. The other songs that are dancey are more like, and this is more like. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they're more fast-paced. Yeah.
It's fast-paced. I just feel like it could be like a fun dance, like what Twist and Shout was to the 60s. This could be to the 70s. Although, no, I'm just kidding. That's a terrible analogy because it's like one of the best dance songs ever.
Yeah, you said it.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, it could. I just think that it could be like a really great dance song.
Yeah.
But anyway, continue.
And
I love the positivity.
I mean, I like the message. It's very smart. Just like, you did some bad stuff in the past. The past was not easy for you, but there's nothing you can do to change it. So look ahead in the future, be in the now, but also think about the future for yourself. I just was not, again, this is like the other songs that we talked about. Like, it just didn't do much for me. And this was the song I could totally hear Lindsey Buckingham's ego. Because I feel like Christine McVie wrote this song, but Lindsey was like, no, let me take over a little bit more on this song. And I could just tell, like, I really like Christine McVie's voice. I think she's a fantastic singer. But no one on this band's like, oh my God. But I really like her voice. I just feel like
you don't think that Stevie's voice is, you don't think that it's up there? Like,
she's a good singer, but like listening to Christine McVie, I was like, you know what? I really like her voice. And I just felt like I wanted to hear more of her than Lindsey singing.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. I think that they really underutilized her on this album.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you guys why that decision was made. So Christine actually wrote this song intended to be a duet with Lindsey, because she kind of wanted it to have that the both perspectives, because this is a song really about her breakup with John, the bass player. And it was sort of like, we're done, but tomorrow's going to be better, blah, blah, blah. Alex, I don't understand why you don't like this song.
I don't hate it. I just could tell like Lindsey was hogging the vocals. That's just my opinion.
That was the intention. Christine wanted it to be that way. And
wait, okay. So she no. Let me get this straight. Yeah. So Christine wrote a song about like, don't stop thinking about tomorrow, like keep on going. We're working from our problems. And then as like a subtle FU to John, she said, I'm gonna have Lindsey take over most of the vocals, so that way it shows just how controlling you were in our like relationship. Is that what you're saying? Like, like it was a subtle message to be like, look at how Lindsey's singing more than me. Maybe you were more controlling of me. Like, I feel like, I don't know, when I went through breakups, I would be like, I'm talking now, shut your mouth, you stupid boy. Like, you know what I mean? That's sort of that vibe.
Well, no, she wanted it to sort of like be from both perspectives of the relationship. So that's why she.
Yeah, but what about? Okay.
Yeah, that's what she said. Like, that's like, she said that like there is a take out there where she sings the entire vocal, and she was like, I feel, and she said that like it felt like it was just one side of the narrative, and that's not how she intended to do that. So then Lindsey came up with the idea of him singing the first verse. So,
yeah, okay.
So that's what Alex is talking. That's what Alex is talking about.
Hey, if you need somebody, I'll do it.
But
like me,
I mean, I'm not.
Me, I'll sing it. Hello.
I'm not saying that like. I'm not saying that I'm gonna, I don't want to sing it, but if you want someone to sing it, like I'll sing it with you. I'm not saying
like Mick goes like, you know what, I'll sing. He's like, no, Mick, you're the drummer. Don't worry, you don't sing. All right?
Well,
I'll do it.
Too, is that this song actually led to them reuniting the classic lineup because of this was Bill Clinton's campaign song, and then when Clinton won the presidency, he requested that the classic lineup perform this at his inauguration. So they did it. In a couple of years, they officially reunited. So thank you, Don't Stop. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow.
Thank you, Bill Clinton. Because you know what? That should have been like one of his accomplishments, like on Google, like what his presidency accomplished. That saxophone became cool. There's so many things that we could attribute to his presidency, but I think bringing Fleetwood Mac back together should be like top of the list.
Yeah, and let me just reiterate, that was just, okay, now I'm happy that I got some perspective on it from Matt. And so like, okay, I can kind of see that. It just kind of felt like, Lindsey was really, really hogging it. And I was like, I just from my perspective, I was like, I kind of wanted to hear Christine more. That was just my, complaint. But I do like that. I don't hate the song. I don't like vehemently. I can't say the word, but like I don't really like out of my way hate it. It just didn't do much for me. It was just like, yeah, it's okay. It's a positive pop song. I love the message. I think that is such a smart message, because if you just get stuck in the past, you don't evolve as a human being. That's in my opinion, a very smart outlook on life. You can't change what you did in the past. So you really got to be present and think about the future. Just the song didn't do much for me.
Okay, well, if you don't like Lindsay, then I'm curious to see what your opinions are on the next song.
Is it Go Your Own Way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this song. This is an all-time classic breakup song. Apparently Stevie didn't really appreciate the lyric packing up is something you want to do, because it's basically, and it is kind of a lyric to write, especially the thing on the song. But like,
not subtle. You can kind of tell how he feels about
it. He basically was like, "You're a slut," like on the song.
Wait, what lyric was that?
Packing up, shacking up's all you want to do.
Yeah.
And, that's so.
Fleetwood Macs. Blame her being kind of mad about that. But.
And this is the first single to come out.
Yeah, but
this is the first thing they put out to the world.
This is a great song. The guitar solo is awesome. I love this song.
Okay, my favorite part is when it breaks. Okay, I guess it is the guitar solo. It's like okay, so it's nothing like the song when I do it. Okay.
Go on.
Okay. My favorite part is when the guitar goes ba-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Ba-na-na. Like, okay, and it does it every once in a while on the song, and I just love that. I just love the way that sounds. I really like it. This was a song that was in Forrest Gump. I know it was because.
Oh yeah, I think it was a scene like when Jenny was in her drug phase or something.
Oh, I think it was when he was running. I thought it was when he was like running. It was like he was with the mountains.
Really?
The mountains.
Oh.
Yeah,
can you please run, Forrest? Please run, Forrest. You're growing a beard and people are following you.
But you didn't even have to be prompted to do that. And that's what I love about you, is that you did that without us even saying, you have to do that, Alex.
If people like secretly recorded me in my car by myself, it's just me singing random songs. I have like albums with like life's like a box of chocolates, But there's no pecan. Because I hate that flavor. Okay. Okay. Lindsay, you sure you want to do this chocolate commercial?
Are we going to talk about
Fleetwood?
Okay.
Vanessa, what do you think about this song? Like, I'm curious to hear what
you know what? You know what's funny is like I do know about the band generally, but you guys seem to have like just know more about the individual relationships and what happened at this point. But now that I'm, it's funny, I did, let's back that up, beep, 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 change of direction. This is not my favorite song on the album. I do really like it. I think it's fun, but it's definitely not like the best song on the album to me. And it's funny because we're saying, if you don't like Lindsay, then you're not gonna like this song. And I'm like, oh, well, I am not a huge fan of this song, so maybe I don't like Lindsay. Like, if A plus B equals C, then C minus B equals A. You know what I mean? Like, I am now realizing, oh, if that's his influence and this is really his
song. The Goons promote math, everybody. Please learn math. I wish I was better at it. It was never my strongest subject. I don't think that's like, if you don't like this song, it's the be all and end all if you were into Buckingham's music. Again, there's nothing wrong with, I don't know what it is. I really need to like sit more with it, because I was actually like thinking about it. Like, a lot of these songs, they're not awful. They're not like, oh my God, I can't wait for this to be over. But it's just meh. I just feel kind of, this is not a professional critic term.
You're saying that about most of the songs? You're saying that about most of the songs.
Some of the songs. Some of the songs I think are genuinely.
There's only
great.
11 songs. It's not like we're talking about 50 songs. What are you saying? Okay.
It's just this song is just kind of like, I just shrug my shoulders at it. Like, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's just all right. I don't know what it is. It's supposed to be this epic breakup song, but like, it didn't like move me in any way. It was just
I think I can understand people's annoyance with Lindsay, because if you watch any interviews of them, and Brian, go ahead and edit this particular part of this particular interview in right here.
I was this soulmate that just knew exactly what to do with it. And that never went away. It just became a little bittersweet in terms of wanting to do it. There were times when I had the urge not to want to help her.
But the thing is the thing is about Lindsay is that he is actually severely underrated. Like, honestly, like he
doesn't get talked about a lot. I will agree with that.
He's an egomaniac, and he's super annoying when he talks. But like when he's playing guitar,
he's the worst. He's the absolute worst. We all hate him. But
but when he plays guitar, oh God, he's great. He's literally like he's legit one of the best guitar players to come out of the 70s, and he doesn't really get talked about. He doesn't get enough. I don't think he gets enough credit for what he contributed to Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, but
why do you think that though? Sorry, what were you going to say, Vanessa?
I think mostly it's because he's in a band with Stevie Nicks. And
really? You don't think it's mainly because like they're like more poppy?
I think
like a hard rock
Stevie Nicks
band?
is a super duper crazy huge superstar, and Lindsay, and like just like she spills charisma out of herself like at every given chance she has to speak. Whereas Lindsay is kind of an annoying little putz. So
that's you know what he's like the Prince Charles to her Diana.
Exactly, that is a perfect analogy. Actually,
he
Prince Charles' ears are ringing.
Did somebody talk about?
Like people just I know that Prince Charles isn't great, but people just like hate on him for no reason. Although he isn't as rude as Lindsay. Like, I think Lindsay is still really rude. You know what? Honestly, it must be like a what goes around comes around thing, because he's just so negative. You know what I realized though is he's really good at I think this is maybe my issue with his style, although it's really enjoyable, but like as a musical theater person, I love seeing a song like sort of rise and hit a crescendo and then either end or come back down. And he sort of does like these stagnant sounds that are repetitive, which are great. But like he lets obviously he's the guitar player, so he lets like his guitar be the crescendo and do that. But it just, I like to have vocally or not even vocally, somewhere where the song like goes like giant cymbals, it comes up, and he doesn't really do that. He's like, you can go your own way, and then he plays the same melody, and then you can go your own way. That's it. It's like he's not gonna be the guy who's like, get out of my house. He's just like, I'm gonna go.
Go your own way.
Out of my house.
I don't know, like he wouldn't like throw her stuff out of a window, but he would definitely be like, you can pack up and leave. And then she'll be like doing her stuff, and he'll be like, okay, are you going yet? And she's going, no.
You think he's more passive aggressive?
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's okay. Thank you for saying that in 2 words, what it took me 3 minutes, because that's what I'm trying to say.
It's like, I didn't know you were going to show up.
Dude, let me tell you something about Lindsey Buckingham, and this is probably the most damning indictment I could take about him as a personality. When you look up the term gaslighting, his picture is right there.
Yeah, no, I see it. No, I see that. I see that. I would rather someone just outwardly be crappy to me than like be passive aggressive. So maybe that's my issue with it. But I actually really like this song, but like it's not my favorite. It's just, it's good, but it's like, it's not dreams, you know?
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
and to be
Dreams is the
fair-
better breakup song, in my opinion.
To be fair, like again, we're only making these assumptions based off of like Lindsay for how he presents himself in interviews as a total putz, whereas Stevie presents herself as the charisma machine that she is, and like, you know, it's easy for us to make that assumption, but obviously everybody in this band was going through so much pain
Oh yeah,
during the making of this album.
and they could have broken up and
Yeah.
just been like, I can't take this.
Mac.
I don't want to be in a group with like my
These
ex-husband.
depressing people.
Yeah,
But-
why the f do I want to put myself through this? But do you think at that time that like Stevie or Lindsay, Mick or Christine, John, like I'm listening, all the members of the band, do you think they could have been successful if they broke up after the self-titled Fleetwood Mac and just go like, I can't do this shit. I can't handle being in a room with this person. I want to break up the band. Do you think they would have been successful and had the
I mean,
careers they
Alex,
have?
To be honest with you, like, that's a what if scenario that, like, that's not what happened.
Well,
But like,
I
what
mean-
do you think though? Like, given like your opinion, do you think they would have had at least semi-successful careers?
Probably not. I mean, they're
Yeah.
great songwriters, but they, you know, a lot of being famous and like getting like a lot of that's luck as much as talent, you know.
Yeah.
well, I think that it's hard. It's like when people break up, you have to have sort of a track record behind you. And if they only had so many songs, you know, I think it would have been really tough. Whereas when they did break up, they had like a whole catalog, so people really knew them.
Yeah, so they
You know
can
what I
see
mean?
them,
Like-
they can play those songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you if you even look at the Eagles, bringing this back,
Yeah.
like Don Henley and Glenn Fry were able to do their own thing for a long time, whereas the other band members sort of like teetered out. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
didn't, because people knew that they weren't the writers, and they knew that all of the great songs that the Eagles did were like those two dudes, which is why I
Oh,
think
Glenn
they
and
were able
Don
to-
were the main, like the McCartney and Lennon of.
Yes. Oh,
Eagles?
totally.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay, I love this, but we should
we
go to
should
the
keep
next
going.
song.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what I was gonna try and say, and then we kind of went off on another tangent. So like
Yeah.
the band, they were going through all these horrible breakups and stuff like that. And
We should move on to the next song, but then I want to say a really long thing.
well, because I'm trying to set it up. So let me set it up so that it works. So it doesn't look like
Rumor.
Okay.
Okay,
Say it.
okay,
Just say
okay,
it.
just say it.
Just
Just
say
say
it.
it.
Just say it.
Just
Just
say
say
it.
it.
so yeah, they were going through all these horrible things, but actually Christine found herself in a new relationship that she ended up really enjoying and led to a couple of songs on the album. And the next song is Songbird, which is
A
just
beautiful song.
beautiful song.
Oh my god.
Like,
You guys
It's so-
like Songbird? Oh
Yeah,
my god!
I really did like it. I'm a sucker for a good ballad.
I
It's
love this song. Christine's voice is a voice out of heaven.
oh
And
my
it's
god,
so-
it
It's
is.
so
It
simple.
really. And
It's
didn't
like-
she record it like outside of the studio? Didn't she like perform it like on like a stage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually did it in like they set up like a grand hall for her to actually, that's why it sounds so like reverb and so like,
Yeah. Oh my god.
but like,
And I can tell like the
mean-
personal, like, I could totally tell this is a very personal song for her.
mhm.
I just thought it was beautiful. I don't have much to say instead of like I really enjoyed this song.
I like this song.
I think it's
Go ahead.
sweet, but it's not like I think that the song is sweet, but it just doesn't match. Like I love things that sort of feel cohesive, and this doesn't feel as cohesive as the other songs. This just feels
I can see what you
Um,
mean though.
it doesn't mix. Like I wish that this was on a different album that sort of all of the songs were in this. I don't know. I don't. It just feels like this doesn't match.
But what do you
the
think of it as a
general vibe.
song solely? Like, do you like it?
I mean,
like,
It's pretty. I think that the lyrics are great, but like I don't know. It doesn't do a lot for me. I like when I listen to a song, it's more about the feeling that I get. Like I like to get goosebumps when I listen to songs, whether it's like super crazy. It doesn't have to be like a sad song for me to get goosebumps, but I base things off of how I feel, not how it sounds. And the sounds can change how you feel, obviously, but like this just didn't do it for me. You know, it didn't have like the stage presence that the others had. It didn't have like an ambient feeling.
Well, here, let me tell you guys how this song kind of worked in it's in the context of the album.
Okay.
The song is in a minor key, so it's still kind of like sad and kind of like a little bit dour. And also she's sort of singing from she almost sounds like she's kind of holding back tears. And the one thing that's interesting about this song is that in the first verse, she's talking about her new lover, but in the second verse, she's talking about John. And like, it's sort of like done in a way to where like, she's like trying to explain this new relationship to him. And like, and the lyric that always gets me when I listen to this song is, I wish you all the love in the world, but most of all, I wish it for myself. Wow, that's just a beautiful lyric. And like just the subtlety of this song. This song is like a perfectly marinated piece of chicken. Like the piano.
Can't back that up. You explain yourself.
The piano acts as the marinade. The chicken is Christine's voice, and like the perfect pinch of salt and pepper is that acoustic guitar underneath it. It's just wow.
They were eating chicken while they
a
wrote
great
this
song,
they
guys,
this
is
song.
like making a great meal. You got to put a little bit here and a little bit there to just get it to mix just right. And
you can tell when it's overcooked.
Yeah, you could tell when it's overcooked. And
yes.
You know, so
Do you want sides?
This is one of the highlights of the album for me.
I really liked it. I can totally see your critique, Vanessa, just because of like the rows of songs before it, and then you just get this.
Yeah.
I could totally see where like when they were listening to that, they go like, "Oh, okay, we're going soft now." But I still liked it. Yeah, this is just me just going like, oh, I get it, but like I liked it. It's a very beautiful song, and now that like Matt reminded me of that lyric, I go like, wow, that is some good perspective there. Like, you know, I don't want you to have a horrible life, but also I really hope for my own happiness too.
Arcade Comedy Theater is a 501(c) organization, meaning it's a charity, and also we provide entertainment to children, any child that wants to see some good old-fashioned jokesters. So you, the viewer, can sponsor an improviser, a stand-up, a musician. For $1 a day, you can provide comedy to children who I'm sure will be more entertained than if they were to watch Paw Patrol. So thank you so much, and donate to Arcade Comedy Theater. Link is below the video.
We're on to side B of the album, and the first song on side B is the song that I think should have just opened the album entirely, The Chain.
I can kind of see that, yeah.
I think with the way it kind of saunters in and sort of it sort of matches the whole theme of the album like right away. Like we are going like, you know, if you don't love me now, then you'll never love me again. But like the chain, and the chain is the band, will keep us together. Like it's really the perfect song to represent the entire album.
It's so good. It's so good. And I love the beginning when it's like, like it's just so, love it. Everything about it. It's so good. I listen to it sometimes when I'm just like, even when I'm feeling great, even though I know that it's like if you don't love me now, it's pretty sad like that lyric is, if you don't, you would think I would listen to it like when I'm feeling down, but I love to listen to this like all the windows down, just driving, just like, does that make any sense at all?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, no, I completely get what you mean. Yeah.
It's so good to scrout.
Yeah, I mean, the harmonies on this are incredible. They're I'm gonna be the bad guy here. It didn't fully win me over, but it's great.
You're a monster, Alex Kramer.
So what song did win you over? What
Dreams was the one that won me over. Dreams was the best song in this album.
Why don't you like the change? What's wrong with you?
There's nothing inherently wrong with it. It just didn't move me. It didn't do anything for me. Even like the ending when like the drums come in, it's not exciting. Like when the whole band plays in, it's really kind of dull, in my opinion.
I have no time for you. Okay, Matt, do you have anything new to say? Because we should just move on, because I can't handle this.
It's an all right song. I like the
hour.
It's all right. It's okay.
Yep, I'm sticking to my guns on this one.
This is the only song that everybody had a hand in writing.
Yeah,
everybody had a hand in writing this song, and like, wow, like, so the thing that's amazing really is the lyric use, the chain.
Yeah.
What does that represent? Like being linked together, but it also means being shackled. So like, I love the like idea of like, God, we are miserable with each other. Our hearts are broken. We're angry with each other. We're all high and like probably uncomfortably high.
Yeah.
We are creating magic here. And like the chain will keep us together. What is it? 3 minutes and 11 seconds. John McVeigh's bass line comes in and brings in the incredible climax of the song that apparently Alex Kramer hates.
I don't hate it. See, this is fake news. I did not say I hated it. It just was not exciting.
This song, this might be Fleetwood Mac's best song. This next song brings joy to all the boys.
Ooh,
yeah, I really dug this song. Yeah.
This is the most danceable song on the album.
Yeah, this was the song I was thinking about when Vanessa said, like, this is the only song I could see myself dancing to. It's such a fun, like, funk, like, disco type of groove. And this was the song that got them stuck in my head the most. Like, I never did believe in miracles. I really dug that hook. And it's, I don't know, this is a very hopeful song. I really like it.
She wrote it.
You know what's so funny?
What?
No, say what you're going to say. She wrote it about what?
She wrote it about that, what was his name? This
John.
Named Corey Grant.
Oh,
was
yeah.
Who was their lighting guy. She was the guy that she was seeing and what inspired a couple of these songs on the album that she wrote about him.
Oh.
You Make Loving Fun, though, it would have fit perfectly in like a playlist at Studio 54. Like, I wouldn't call this like a disco song, but like you could totally.
No, it wouldn't have. What do you guys know? Oh my God. What are you saying? Disco? Did you? Okay, Alex said it has a nice disco beat, and then you said it would have played at Studio 54.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Perfectly.
No.
Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Because you know what this song actually really sounds like to me.
It's like if we no.
Let Vanessa speak.
No,
I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
Okay.
If we were to assign an aesthetic to this song, it's mauve, it's palm tree leaves, it's wicker baskets, and it's clog shoes. Okay, that's what this song is. But Studio 54 is like glitter, cocaine, purple lighting, and like perms. Okay, the two different things. They would never play this at Studio 54. In fact, I am going to look up to see if this was ever on any playlist at Studio 54, because that would be absurd to me. No, I refuse. In fact, I actually don't know how much I like this song. This is one of my lesser favorite songs on the album. And I'm not saying that just because of your opinion. I'm saying that because I just think it's like, Like I like how mysterious this album is, and then this song is like, okay,
It's very
thanks.
straightforward.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But this is kind of cool. Like, it's her perspective. And Lindsay's really pissed off. And Stevie's fucking having to deal with Lindsay. And she's like, all right, you're going to fucking talk shit on me. Here's my perspective of being with you. And then Christy's like, hey, my life wasn't fucking
Fleetwood.
easy. I'm going through a divorce. You two were just in a relationship. I have to get a
Mac
lawyer. I have to
Rumors.
split things up, and I have to really dig into my past. And she's meeting this other guy, and she's like, oh, okay, I can be happy again. So why should I not be happy? So I like that. Now that just came to my mind.
The thing is this is how I actually describe the song in my head. This sounds like if the Bee Gees got a hold of Stevie Wonder's keyboard and got Dusty Springfield to sing.
I disagree with that. That does not make any sense.
Well, guess what?
Where are we?
This is the same keyboard. This is the exact same keyboard that Stevie Wonder used on Superstition.
Okay, you could put. Okay. This is the exact same keyboard. Okay, just because you give me the same knife that you give to Gordon Ramsay doesn't mean I'm gonna make a lobster the same way. Okay, that is not the same thing at all. It doesn't mean that I know how to cut. Like, it's not the same thing. Stevie plays funk. This is like no, Steve. No, this is
That's her next album. Stevie plays. I disagree
I thought
with
you
the
were
whole
talking about
Stevie
Stevie Wonder.
Wonder
I
thing.
thought I thought you were talking about Stevie Wonder. Were you talking about Stevie Nicks? Stevie Wonder.
No, yeah, the Bee Gees took Stevie Wonder's keyboard and got Dusty Springfield to sing on top of one of their songs.
No, Matt, we need to move on because I'm actually like mad. And also right now I am looking at, Studio 54 put out an album, like their compilation album. Of course, this isn't every song that was ever played at Studio 54, but I can assure you that this doesn't fit, okay? This song doesn't fit with those. It has Le Freak, okay? YMCA, Disco Nights, Rock Freak. It has Hot Shot, I Love America, Souvenirs, In the Bush, Shake Your Groove Thing by Peaches and Herb. These are not songs that are cohesive with this song, which means that this song is not funk. This song is not soul. This song is white people with a great groove line, but it's not soul, okay? And I know that I'm the person who...
In the comments below, what do you think? Do you think that this song would have been played at Studio 54 amongst all the cocaine use and debauchery?
Maybe, I don't know. I know nothing about Studio 54. There's probably so many documentaries about it and books I could read on it, but I know nothing about Studio 54.
Okay. I know that I'm like the person who loves like soul music the most out of the three of us, but like I need you to take my word for it. This is not the same thing. This is not the same thing.
Yeah.
This is like.
I'm not saying that this is like pure like funk, but like it does have a little bit of a funky type of groove to it.
Okay.
Let's go on to I Don't Want to.
Wow. Okay. Damn. I don't like the chain. I literally sparked that.
Let's go on to I Don't Want to Know. This song, it didn't really do anything for me either. It is better than Secondhand News, in my opinion, but it kind of sounds like a blatant riff off of Buffalo Springfield, and I didn't get anything from this song. I don't know what it was. Again,
I mean,
there's a B-side that was left off the album. There was another song that was left on the album called Silver Springs that I absolutely love that song, that I would have taken two of the songs off of this album to put that song on this album.
And did Stevie Nicks write that song, Silver Springs?
Yes.
Yeah. And
okay.
All right,
I'm
Vanessa,
back.
what's your?
I had to get into it. So yeah, I agree. It doesn't fit the aesthetic. Like it doesn't match the other songs. You know what I'm saying? Like I get your apprehension towards it. I still think that this is sweet. I like that for some reason in this, I don't know. I feel like, again, I'm going to talk about the Eagles. I feel like the Eagles kind of started it, but like Fleetwood Mac really solidified its place in history, where they combined sort of like this over the top country harmonizing feel, but with really great like beats. Like they are rock beats, but it's softer. When you say it's poppy, like this doesn't scream pop music to me. It screams like
soft rock.
I'm not sure how to describe it, but I actually really like this song. I really like it a lot. Oh, and I have a funny story about this song. There was so I was driving and I remember I was driving my mom's car, which at the time was an SUV, and I drive a smaller car. So it was the first time I was driving in like a higher up vehicle in a long time. I don't know if that detail is important, but I was on the same level as like two dudes who were in a moving truck. And these dudes were like younger. I don't know. They just, they were two guys who worked at like a moving company, right? And I was in my car, they had their windows closed, and I was listening to this song and just like going hard. I was like, I don't wanna know. Like I was like really feeling it. Even though it's kind of like bluegrassy, I was just going hard, okay? And then these dudes next to me who I think they were like bumping to like 50 Cent or something. Like these did not seem like the type of dudes who would really like this song. And then they saw me like jam it, so they opened their window and my song was playing super loud. And they said, "What is this?" And I said, "It's Fleetwood Mac." And they were like, "Damn!" And I went, "Damn!" And we had just such a nice moment. And then we like jammed to it. And I will always love this song for that reason. Because my favorite thing is like connecting with another human being in traffic. It's one of
So
I know it's like
the opposite of normal behavior in traffic. So.
Oh yeah.
No. We were at like a stoplight. It's not like we were moving. We were like sitting there for a long time, you know, and we were just like just I don't know.
That's a nice story.
Yeah.
This song took a while for me to get into. I don't know why. Like I listened to the album all the way through twice. And by the time this song came up, I'm just like, yeah, it's all right. But then when I listened to it by itself, I just randomly just picked it. I liked it. I don't know how to explain that, but just in the context of listening to the whole album to get to it, I was kind of just not into it. But when I just picked it by itself alone, I was like, I like it. It's very catchy. I do agree that it doesn't really match the aesthetic of like the overall message. But apparently this is like not like a new song at the time when they were working on this album. This is like a song Stevie Nicks wrote with Buckingham when they had their, which order was it? Buckingham Nicks or Nicks Buckingham? Buckingham Nicks. So apparently this isn't about the
Mac.
they were going, maybe not
Rumors.
they were going through.
Well, here it matches the aesthetic of the album lyrically.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to know the reasons why love walks me down the line. It is sort of like another kind of bitter breakup song in a way. It's just, I mean, for me, it doesn't really do anything for me. Like Vanessa said, it sounded like the Eagles, and I said that it sounded like Buffalo Springfield. And like, I totally get that, because they were trying to, Buffalo Springfield and the Eagles kind of sort of did the same thing. But like the
underrated band, in my opinion, Buffalo Springfield.
Yes,
they have other great songs besides
Totally.
For What It's Worth.
But yeah, I don't know. This the one thing that it does kind of make me visualize driving down like the coastline of California, like along the beach. So it kind of gives me that visual for some reason. But like, but this song doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just a fun little bop. All right, let's go to the next song, which is another McVeigh. Is it McVie or McVeigh? V.
Wow, I must really hate this girl because I also hate this song.
You don't like Oh Daddy.
Here's the thing. It didn't do much for me either, and I was kind of sad about that because I liked all the other songs she wrote on this album. But this was another song that I was just kind of like,
There's a lot of debate about what the song is about.
Yeah, because isn't like there was a rumor like Daddy was like the nickname for Mick Fleetwood?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I wasn't crazy thinking that because I thought this song was about him.
Well, you know, we spent this whole episode and we barely talked about Mick and his.
And let's continue.
Well, yeah, let's not talk about the guy that the band is named after. So, like, you know,
He was the longest run. Him and John are like have been there since like the Peter Green days.
the original member.
Let's be honest. They named it because Fleetwood is just a sick name. It's just sick as hell. That's why they named it that. I don't care what the real reason is that they named it Fleetwood Mac. I just know
Mick's
that
going like,
Fleetwood
oh, I have the story. And like, we don't care, Mick.
I sort of like this song when I think about it in this context. So Mick was also going through a divorce at the time and was obviously feeling the pain and the weight of that. And it's sort of,
that shit. Now you're having me think.
And so like I get Christine kind of like wrote it as sort of like a way to sort of help him feel better. And or some people debate that it's actually another song about Corey Grant, but like I like to think that she wrote it for her friend to try and help him get through a tough time.
And like thinking about like what he went through of like the four of them besides Mick, they were all in the band together and they had to see each other every day, but like Mick was going through this terrible thing in his home life and he was like thinking like you would think like, oh, practice with my band can help me like
forget about it,
over it, can get me out of my head, but then you have to deal with the whole band's horrible personal drama, and it's just you're dealing with very heavy stuff in two different locations in your life.
Yeah.
So that had to have been very
and
hard
also,
for him.
wait,
for everybody, but like
can you imagine though? I know I'm bringing it back to this, but can you imagine like he comes in and he says, "Oh, my wife did this," and then they're like, "Shut it, we're dealing with stuff here," like because it's a separate like personal relationship. They're like, "Well, at least it's not your bandmate, Mick. Shut up!" Like, I just
you don't have to see your wife every single day.
All right, I'm just gonna go to the kitchen. Yeah, it's like my wife took my drum set, not the studio one. She took the one my father gave to me as a kid. Shut up! Right? Did you hear Dreams, Mick?
That's what I wrote. That's what I wrote while you were complaining about your drum set. Like,
oh man, yeah. So all right, I'm just gonna go to the kitchen and make myself a sandwich.
Can we move on to the next song, or is there anything else we want to say?
I don't have anything else to say about Oh Daddy.
Okay, I'll let you guys.
That sounds like a tune, you goon.
I don't have anything else to say about Oh Daddy.
That sounds like a tune. You goon.
Daddy, shut your mouth. Don't have anything else to say. Daddy, shut your mouth. You don't mean anything anyway. Daddy, you complain all the time. You say the heater is busted. Daddy, you complain all the time. You say that your car is rusted. Daddy. Daddy. That's it. That's all I got.
Woo!
Yeah. Take that, Daddy.
All right, let's
okay.
Go on to my
go to the finale.
Let's go on to my
favorite. I'll let you guys speak. Oh, it's so good. I'll let you guys speak. I won't.
Oh my gosh.
This is your favorite song.
The song's incredible. I love songs that legitimately put you in a physical place. And this song does that for me. Like, this song sounds like the witch is leading you through the woods to the ritual that is being performed in the woods with the rest of the witches. And like,
that's what I told you before. That's what I said. You know, it makes you feel a thing. It's not that it's the greatest technical song in the world, but it like you get your goose flesh.
Right. And like, but then like, you know, like what did she say? She's escorting you to the satanic ritual. Meanwhile, she's encouraging you and tempting you into joining the rest of the witches in the ritual. And then by 3 minutes and 4 seconds, when those tribal sounding drums come in, you slowly start to realize that you're the one who's actually about to be sacrificed. I I could honestly write a whole thesis statement about this song.
Really?
It's incredible, like how beautifully layered and detailed this song actually is. And Stevie admits to being on cocaine when she wrote it,
Yeah.
and which makes sense. This is my favorite song on the album. It's haunting. It's kind of disturbing, and probably doesn't fit very well with the rest of the album, I guess, in a way. But it also is about like
No, it does fit. This is what makes the album like this is the tentpole song. Clearly, this song is like what makes this album what it is. I think that this just solidifies like their place in history. And this is really funny, but I remember my parents were pretty strict when I was growing up, and I remember I was like 12 or 13, and I asked my dad like if drugs were bad. You know, I was like, Dad, are drugs really bad? Like everyone says they are, but like, are they really that bad? And I remember him telling me with all honesty, he said, Vanessa, gonna be honest, I don't want you to do drugs. I don't want you to do them because I think it would be a bad situation. But I will say we would not have half of the music that we have today if it weren't for drugs. So take that. But I was like, Dad.
So Vanessa St. Clair is encouraging people out there to do drugs.
No.
Be the next gold dust woman.
So you can be the next gold dust woman.
No, here's the thing. If you
three
suck
simple
and you do
payments
drugs,
of $20, you can be the next gold dust woman.
That's not. If you are already okay, this is the wrong thing. He also was then like, it ruined a lot of people's lives who made the music that we love. But also like, would we have these amazing songs? And I remember him playing this song, and then I think he also played like Yellow Submarine. He played like a couple
that is
of
someone's
different
favorite Beatles song, probably. So
yeah, go ahead. I don't want your opinion.
But, okay.
Do you really want my opinion?
Go. You're gonna be wrong. But go ahead.
It's a good song. It's a good song. I listened to it again last night, and when the whole band comes in at the end, it is definitely more epic than The Chain, in my opinion. And this is I can definitely tell this is really Stevie like introducing a real deep personal side to herself. Like, you know, it's not like Christine McVie getting really emotional. This is just her like, you know, I'm going through some really up stuff right now.
And I'm kind of angry about it.
Yeah, angry about it. Yeah. I didn't love it like you two do, but yeah, it's good. It's okay. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Okay. Wait.
Go ahead, Vanessa.
I'll say this. I'm disappointed, obviously. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. But I will say, like, what you brought up something interesting, which was I think that what's different between Christine and Stevie is Christine is like, I think at her core, and this is so sad because it's probably what makes her not as famous as Stevie, but like she obviously, I think Christine at her core is a very like pensive, sweet. I think she's more demure. Whereas Stevie, I don't know. I think she's obviously saying that she's the gold woman, you know, gold dust woman. And I think, I don't know, part of me is feeling like I don't know. This is just my conjecture and speculation. But like, I'm just thinking that maybe people, I think that there's a lot of rumors about people, or specifically women, who are very like outspoken and they sort of seem mysterious, and there's no, but but I think that I didn't even think of that when I said it, but I think that there's a lot of just like
Fleetwood Macs
things that people say about women when they're not super demure and sweet, and I think that probably like Lindsay spread a lot of rumors about her, not but like also to the bandmates and stuff. And so I think she's equating to herself to the Gold Dust Woman, but she's saying like, did she make you cry? Like, did I make you cry? Did I do this to you? Did I make you break down? Am I the person who shattered your illusion? Like, I think that's what she's saying. I think it's more like angry, like, is this creation that you've made me, or this fake persona that you've given me, did they screw you over, or was it you? Like, was it you who did this, or was it me?
I absolutely I completely agree with you, Vanessa. That's exactly how I took it too. And I think that she played it up like, oh, I'm this witchy woman, so I'm gonna make this song sound as like satanic and as witchy as possible to kind of like get you to the point where it's scary, and it's really fucking badass. Like,
I know.
Really
it's like,
appreciated that, especially from that time when like women weren't generally accepted to behave that way.
Well, it was, I mean, she's one of the reasons why things have changed. But what's weird is, I like that. It's like how I think people sort of grow into, they say that you aren't who you think you are, and you aren't who the person in front of you thinks you are. You are who you think that person in front of you thinks you are. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I think that she sort of became who she thought people talked about her was like. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like she became the myth. She became the myth. Like what everyone sort of like was crappy to her about. She said, oh, you want mysterious, you want bitchy, you want like, you know, kooky witch. She was like, I'm gonna give you that, and I'm gonna give it to you so good that you can't turn away. You have to listen to this amazing song. So I love this song. I think it's really great.
Yeah, I think
it's good. Now, like hearing like the explanation really of it, I'm like, I can definitely appreciate it in that way. Yeah.
Flip flopper.
I haven't completely flopped. I haven't completely.
Okay.
Flopped, but yeah.
Okay. So overall thoughts on the album. How do we feel?
Yeah, that's the end of the album.
That's it. Sorry, everybody. There's not more songs.
Okay.
Okay. I'll say this. I don't think this album is 100% perfect, but it's still excellent. I would kind of, if me putting on my producer hat, I would probably move this song here. I would take this song and put it there, kind of thing. Maybe like I don't really sort of like the sequential order that the songs are in, but obviously
I agree with that.
These are some classic all-time great songs.
I do agree that Change should have been the opener. Now like thinking about it more. Yeah.
I'm going to give, so in that aspect, I'm going to give this album 4 relationships that just didn't work out of 5.
Oh, okay. I agree with you on your thoughts about the order of the songs. I honestly think, and it's so rude, it's like when what I'm about to say is kind of rude. Like, oh, they should have just made another album with like Christine's songs. But I just think that they could have done, there were a couple things that felt out of place to me, not in terms of like even order, but just being on it in general. I thought, this doesn't quite fit. But I will give it, I'm still going to give it 5 out of 5 because it's still supremely better than anything I've heard. Like, it's just, every song is just so good. So I'm going to give it 5 out of 5. Like cape sleeved tops. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like
the Stevie Nicks look. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the album cover. You know what I'm talking about. She's like just like this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 of those.
Okay. I definitely agree that there's like Change should have opened up the album. I'm gonna repeat myself. That definitely has like the start of that song is definitely like an opening album feel. I could definitely appreciate like what they were going through and the pain they've had to go through of just working together and having to like say these feelings in these songs, but then also having to like turn to them and going like, oh, how does that sound? Like, oh, the song where you basically called me a slut. Yeah, that sounds great. Of like, sounds great, Lindsay. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be a big hit. Yeah, great job. It wasn't a slam dunk from beginning to end for me. So I am gonna give it 3 out of 5 Mick Fleetwood bald spots.
That's so mean. That's so mean. We barely talk about him and then just crap on him at the end. Anyway, I think this is our show. That's a great show. I hope you listen to Rumors and tell us what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Also,
In the comments, yeah.
Once again, don't forget to donate to the Arcade Comedy Theater. It's why we do this. You know, the pandemic has hit everyone really hard, especially, you know, theaters. And, you know, donate to something that can entertain just a great city in Pittsburgh. And it's just a wonderful place. So if you can even donate like $1, 50 cents, whatever, it all helps.
Anything makes a difference.
Yeah. So once again, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
And this has been
Talking in Tunes with these few
Stop talking about the tunes. Don't stop talking about the tunes.